Joining me now is Paul Nolan's stable jockey, Alain Cawley. Alan, 4 weeks now to the Leopardstown Christmas Festival. Lots to look forward to, a quality book of rides and a very lucky place for you, Leopardstown. Of course, your biggest career victory to date last year was in February in the Grade 1 Hennessy Gold Cup in Jockey.
Yeah, today I'll never forget. And sure, hopefully now a couple of weeks to go, the winter's kicking in, this weather anyway. But hopefully there'll be all systems go when we get there. There's a couple of them not have to running below par lately there, and hopefully they'll be bounced back, and Leopardstown is the place to be, hopefully.
And Leopardstown has been a very lucky spot for you. You rode a couple of Grade 1s last year, obviously Shinrock Paddy in the Grade 1 Barry and Sandra Kelly Memorial at Navan, but your biggest victory was winning the Grade 1 Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup at Leopardstown. What did that mean to you as a jockey?
It meant everything. I'm only 22, winning the Hennessy Gold Cup in Leopardstown. Like it's what everyone wants to win when they have a horse like a 3 mile stayer. Like that's what they want to win, and thank God it happened with me. And to be in a battle with Ruby and come out on the better side of it, everyone is saying, oh, you must be great to beat him and all, but it's just Leopardstown is the place to be. Grade 1, such a big race, and just delighted it all went to plan.
And it improves your profile no end as well, especially, everybody watches the Grade 1 Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup at Leopardstown, and it raises your profile, it brings it to the wider audience. A lot of people in England and all over the world would have watched it too, and especially to beat Ruby Walsh in neck. It was one of the most thrilling finishes we've seen in a Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup in many years at Leopardstown.
Yeah, and you have English horses coming over as well as the people watching them over there, So you've them coming from England as well. It's not just we're going over to them and it comes to Cheltenham. They come for our big races at Leopardstown as well. The Lexus at Leopardstown last year probably didn't go to plan. Well, it went to plan. We done what we planned to do, but it just didn't work out, and it probably won me a Hennessy. Leaving the Lexus behind probably won the Hennessy for me as well.
And of course this year John Collins going back to Leopardstown on the 3rd day of the Leopardstown Christmas Festival to run in the Grade 1 Lexus, and he's the horse they all have to beat this year.
Yeah, well, you'll find horses, everywhere that you have to beat, but we'll worry about our lad being right on the day and let them worry about us then. We won't worry about any of them. We'll just worry about getting our lad there in one piece, and hopefully they'll be worrying about us then.
And he's at a pipe opener over a trip too short of his best at Navan when finishing 4-4 behind Big Zeb, and that should put him right for the big day of Christmas.
Yeah, he probably was even a little bit below par, and Paul has said it in papers and interviews that he wasn't 100% happy with his run, and I'd have to say I wasn't either, but still it got him out for the day, it got a pipe opener for him, and hopefully it's all systems go to Leopardstown now.
And Alpha Ridge, another horse here I know you're looking forward to ride, a high class hurdler. He's still a novice over fences. We're hopefully going to see him at Leopardstown over the 4-day Christmas period as well, maybe in a beginner's chase. He's obviously a horse you're looking forward to riding.
Yeah, he should be. He was unlucky. He was in a bit earlier this year with the intentions of going to Listowel for the national down there, but ground just wasn't suiting us that day, and then he went to Ballinrobe. I was injured. The ground just wasn't soft enough again for him. He jumped out to his left, but he does that. He does those things when conditions aren't in his favour. He was unlucky. Met Pandorama and the Drinmore Grade 1 last year, second to him, and still a novice. They decided not to go for a beginners from there on. Look for a bigger race to lose. He'd still have his novice status. If he won one of the bigger ones, it didn't really matter.
Obviously Shinrock Paddy, you won the Grade 1 Barry and Sandra Kelly Memorial at Navan last year. I was impressed with him when he won at Naas on a seasonal reappearance this year, over 2.5. He's obviously one to look forward to as well over the 4 days at Leopardstown.
Yeah, he is. He's a hell of a horse. He's some gutsy horse. Hopefully he bounced back. I was very impressed with him. I thought it was bet long jumping the 3rd last in Naas. The last day he gave a bit of a heave and that under me, and I thought I had no chance, and got the run up the rail, and he battled on, and he's as tough as nails. People might pick holes in his form and say he hasn't bet much yet and didn't beat much in the Barry and Sandra last year, but you have to look at the way he done it, and I think it'll take a fair one to get by him in Leopardstown Christmas.
Carlo's way back, another one to look forward to. He was impressive winning at Limerick the last day.
Yeah, he was. He was good the last day in Limerick. Davy Russell was to ride him in the Royal Bond on Sunday and it was cancelled. But sure, hopefully someday we'll get my leg over him.
Another one you're looking forward to riding, Alan, is John Call and Seafield's half-sister. Another cliche, yet to run over hurdles. Very impressive bumper winner last season and beat a decent mare, our girl Sally of Prunella Dobbs, who's gone on and bolted up in her first start over hurdles. Obviously looking forward to riding another cliche.
Yeah, she looks to be one to be looking forward. Anyway, I know her run in Punchestown didn't go to plan last year. The ground was a bit too quick for her and things like that. But hopefully she should pick up her maiden hurdle fairly handy, we'll be hoping. So anyway, she's given us all the right signs at home and she's improved on last year, so hopefully.
And Seafield as well, John Call and another cliche's half brother. It was a horse that impressed me greatly when he won. I thought he won better than the winning margin suggests at Punchestown on his penultimate start.
Yeah, he did actually. I got a very good feel off him that day. We were very disappointed with his run the last day. I actually thought he'd win and he just wasn't himself. From leaving the back, he just wasn't himself, and I'm hoping he'll bounce back to his run in Punchestown where I got an absolute savage feel off him, and hopefully he'll be one to look forward to as well.
And he looks to be every bit as big as John Call as well, so he's going to improve with time.
Yeah, he will, and he'll want a trip as well, and Leopardstown, a big galloping track, will suit him as well, and hopefully he'll bounce back to Christmas as well.
Maybe in a couple of years' time you'll be back on Seafield in the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup as well, and the Lexus at Christmas time as well on Seafield.
Yeah, hopefully it'll probably be longer than it took to take him than it took John Call. John Call never ran over hurdles, but Seafield is hopefully he'll be hitting that way, and hopefully.
And Alan, before we let you go, we must ask you from a jockey's perspective, how hard is it with this weather? Snow, frost on the ground?
Oh yeah, it is hard, but in fairness, towards we're grand, we're gone home at 1 o'clock to do whatever we do or whatever, and all the boys in the background are the lads that are here until 5 o'clock in the evening feeding the horses and giving them water when the automatic water trucks are not working. They're the lads that don't get enough, thanks to, then it's all, people think it's all down to us, but they have a lot of it, a lot in the background as well, you know.
And it must be very frustrating for you as well, obviously, with all the racing that's going to be cancelled and that due to the inclement weather as well. It must be quite frustrating missing out on good rides, winners as well.
Well, it gives a couple of us a chance maybe to go away skiing for a couple of days or something. Hopefully we get away or something, you know, we try and keep occupied. But sure, they're the things that happen, so they'll reschedule them and we'll be back again.
Alan, let's hope to see you many's a time in the Winners' Enclosure at Leopardstown over the 4-day 2010 Leopardstown Christmas Festival.
Thanks very much.